Hello, my beautiful people, and welcome to Sandy's Library. I'm Sandy, and we're back today to do another reading for Twin Flames and Separation. If you've never watched one of our videos before, it's probably a good idea to go ahead and read the description. Just a suggestion, but right now we're going to go ahead and play our Scrabble game and see if we can find out who we might be talking to today in the collective. Okay, so we have an S and an M. Shoot. Come on. An S and an M. So, there we go. If you can pull something out of that, first, middle, or last initial, perhaps a geographic location, then there may be a message here for you. So let's go ahead and see what Spirit has to say today. Wish for them to be happy, even when you know you're not going to be part of that happiness. Yeah, I mean, you gotta, yeah. I don't want anybody being unhappy, you know what I mean? So, let's go ahead, we're set the Divine Feminine side. We're going to take a look at the Divine Masculine. We have the Nine of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the Sun. Okay, so my guides are giving me the energies of Virgo, Leo, and Aries. And you know, these first two cards are giving off some heavy energy. Yes, they are. And look at this. Look at that. You see all these wands back here? These are his resources. Yeah, he's left them all behind except one. And make no mistake, this soldier right here is incredibly tired and weary. But even so, he's getting ready to make that final charge. And that final charge is going to result in either victory or failure. Yeah. Well, our Divine Masculine says he made that last charge. Even though there was so much resistance that he knew deep down inside that he was most likely going to fail. He says that now he's very aware of what he did wrong, and he's just trying to make up for it. That's what he's saying. He's telling me that he wanted to apologize to the Divine Feminine, and he did. He says that he was hoping to reunite with her here in the 3D. But it says that ultimately what he got was ghosted. He's saying, no hi, bye, kiss my ass, or nothing. Yeah, and Willibeth is telling me that our Divine Masculine here is responsible for his own damn ghosting. He says, that doesn't make it hurt any less. Yeah, he tells me that right now, he's just sitting inside this masculine energy to help him cope with the loss that he says he had no idea was so important to him. Okay, here we go again with this hindsight shit. I mean, yeah, it's a wondrous thing. After the fact, which I might remind y'all, after the fact helps no one. Yeah, so, divine masculine, let's see. What do you want to say to the divine feminine? You can send her a message. We'll deliver it here in the 3D. You can send her a message. What do you want to say to her? We're going to give him a couple of chances with a couple of our in-house oracle decks. This deck, Crazy for You, is based on the first book I ever wrote, and this deck, If I Had Married You, is based on the last book I ever wrote. So we're going to use these two to give him a chance to send a message. And he says, why does it always come back to you? Well, because she's your divine feminine. That's why. It also says your smile has a way of luring me in. Sometimes late at night my pain pours out in soft weeping. Well, y'all just be cautious. I'm not sold on his sincerity here. I'm not sold on it, so let's just be cautious till we see what the divine feminine has to say. It's always a good idea because Willibeth and my other guides, Joy and Grace, they have a way of letting me know if my intuition is on, and so yeah, they're saying wait till we see what the divine feminine has to say before you put too much stock into what he's saying. Our time together was picture perfect, and I keep wanting to ask him, well, why did you let her go in the first place? He says, every time somebody calls me sweetheart, sugar, or darling, my heart dies a little. I feel like maybe he might really feel that way now. But there's more to this story. I'm telling y'all, there is more to this story. He says, I don't think I soaked up enough of your voice or you to last me a lifetime. And whose fault is that? Yeah. Whose fault is that? Yeah. I just feel like the divine masculine is not telling us everything. And Willibeth, she's over here. She's telling him, if she doesn't already know, and meaning his divine feminine. She's not particularly talking about me. I am a divine feminine, but she's talking about his divine feminine. That if she doesn't already know, she's gonna find out. And yeah, I agree with that because hey, we always do, don't we? Yes, we do. So we're gonna see what the divine feminine has to say. Yep. I'm not surprised to see that. The 9 of Pentacles, the 2 of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. So, first, let me just say that my guides are giving me the energies of Virgo, Pisces, and Libra. Okay? And I'm just going to say it. You know, I knew the Divine Masculine wasn't telling us everything. And now I see why he might be putting in so much damned effort over here. Pentacles galore, man. I mean, since the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine last saw each other, the Divine Feminine, she's grown herself a shit ton of pentacles. I mean, look, they're growing on the tree. Sorry. Oh, and now, our Divine Masculine, he's just sitting over here eating his heart out, while our Divine Feminine, she's just over here and basking in her glory and enjoying the fruits of her labor. There has been contact, though. She is saying that much. And she also says that it has stopped. She says that she was forced to stop it. She says that she tried to say goodbye to the Divine Feminine. Shit, sorry, not the Divine Feminine. That's one of my problems, guys. Sometimes, even though I'm thinking the right words, the wrong ones fall out of my mouth, and I'm sorry. But at least I can catch that for now. She tried. She gave him every opportunity to say goodbye. And she says that he refused to step aside. He refused to step away. And so she said that she had to do it for him. And the reason that she had to do that is because she says that she does not want union with the Divine Masculine while he's in his present state of awareness. She knows that he is not prepared to give her what she needs. So, she made the choice to not accept half-truths and broken promises from her Divine Masculine. And, quite frankly, I don't blame her. It doesn't make it any easier, though. She's had to get in touch with her higher self. And as you can see in this card, maintaining the connection is a struggle. Yeah, I mean, she's depending on her higher self to help her here, because she says she's constantly, she's saying it just like that, constantly fighting the urge to text him, even though her guides are warning her not to. I mean, that pull is just too strong. And sometimes, we Divine Feminines, we just don't want to listen, But she does know what she's dealing with over here. An individual who leads her on, and I hate to tell y'all this, but he doesn't have any intentions of ever keeping any of the promises that he's made to you. Willabeth is telling me, you know that, which is why we sometimes turn a deaf ear towards spirit. I just got to tell y'all, though, that doesn't mean they're going to go away just because you try to tune them out. No. But I do get it. Sometimes I don't want to hear from my guides what I already know is true. Trust me, enlightenment does not mean instant peace. Nuh-uh. You got to work for that, just like everything else here in this 3D incarnation. And yeah, I admit it, sometimes listening to your guides is hard, but they do know what's best. especially when it comes to accomplishing the goals that you yourself set down for yourself when you decided to incarnate here in the 3D. But I digress. This divine feminine, to be quite frank, believes that her divine masculine's newfound fascination with her has more to do with her pentacles than the divine feminine herself. And let me just say, shame on you, divine masculine. I don't blame her for cutting your ass off neither. But I do feel like the divine feminine is truly regretting not getting to say a proper goodbye. You know, he wouldn't give her that opportunity. She tried, and he just wouldn't listen. She tried to say, you know, we need to continue down our separate paths, but he just wouldn't listen. And, you know, but I mean, this divine masculine might not have his shit together here in this lifetime. Well, Beth says, that's putting it mildly. You know, but that doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter how much he's messed up. He's still her divine masculine. And she really does wish nothing but the best for him. Even if he doesn't believe it, you know. You know, she's just not willing to put his needs before her own. She wants him to awaken to the level that she's at. And she's not willing to hold herself back on his account either. Excuse me. But honestly, I'm with her 100% on that one. Best thing you can do for your divine masculine is to work on your own shit. Okay, so divine feminine. We're going to give you the same opportunity that we gave the divine masculine. We're going to let you send him some messages here in 3D. And then we're going to use our Lonely Days and Lonely Nights deck to see if they'll talk to one another here so that I can eavesdrop. Because, say it with me, y'all, Sandy's nosy. Yes, I am. Hey, this is all I got, y'all. This is it. This is all I got. So, let's see. What do you want to say? Okay, she's trying to pull two out, so let's go with it. She says, I can't bear the thought of someone else touching you. And she says that's one reason why they had to shed step away. She also admits, I was smitten with you from the very beginning. And, you know, I just don't understand why divine masculines think that, you know, if they're in a karmic relationship, that we want to hear all about it. Why in the hell would you? Okay, maybe I'm secretly wishing that you'd appear from out of nowhere. Well, that's pretty heavy. Yeah, especially since she doesn't want him back in this lifetime. And let's see, this fell into my lap while I was trying to pick the cards up, and it says, I convinced myself a long time ago that whatever existed between us was over. I mean, you know, she's telling me, she says, she would love to see him in the flesh, but that doesn't mean she wants him back. I mean, she is maintaining this connection over here with her guides, even though it is a struggle because her pull towards the divine masculine is so strong, but as long as she can keep that connection going, dude, you don't stand a chance, because we all know the only reason that you're so fascinated with her now is because of this. We all know that, you know, and, you know, I'm not saying that's good or bad. I'm just saying she deserves more. That's all I'm saying. She deserves more than that from you. So, yeah. Okay. You know, it's one thing if you really and truly want her. But if you just want her for her pentacles, that's not cool. I mean, it's great. You know, we divine feminines, you know, there are lots of us out here that figured out how to make our own pinnacles without, you know, depending on a guy. And, but that doesn't mean we don't want to share. We want to share the beautiful world that we've created, but only if you want to share it because you're sharing it with us, not because of what we have. Y'all get what I'm saying? Okay, so she says, you gave the kind of kisses that said, you're mine tonight. Yeah, I'm not disputing the sexual energy between them, and that's one reason why she's staying away. She says, I hate that I am the cause of your pain, and divine feminine, I don't feel like you're the cause of his pain. I feel like he's the cause of his pain because he's letting his ego control him. She says, I ponder the memory of it, but the exact feeling is elusive unless I'm actually looking into your eyes. So she's giving us all the reasons why she doesn't want him around, even though she might be secretly wishing she could see him, but she's giving us all the reasons why she doesn't want him around. Because she doesn't want to be used for her pinnacles. She doesn't mind sharing her pinnacles, but she doesn't want to be used for them. And you know what? I don't blame her. I don't blame her. Okay, so we're going to go with our Lonely Days and Lonely Nights deck. There's divine masculine energy and divine feminine energy. And this is how we're going to give them the opportunity to talk to one another. So, let's see. Okay, divine masculine. He says, you're the only person I've ever been able to open up to. Guess you figured that out a little too late too, huh? Yes, we are going to get my commentary. I have little capability to censor myself, so you guys are going to hear exactly what I think. And she says, our missed opportunity still haunts me. Yeah. Let's see, he wants to go, and she wants to go right beside him. Nobody has ever moved me the way you did. And she says, maybe you can't tell, but I'm secretly heartbroken. Yeah, we kind of, yeah. I mean, I can get that from her. I can feel, you know, even though she's found a way to enjoy the comforts that she's built for herself here in the 3D world, but inside there's something missing. That's why she's, you know, having to struggle to maintain this connection with her spirit guides, and she knows exactly what that is, and that's her divine masculine. But, you know, Remember, I preach. Preach. Know what your perfect union with your divine masculine looks like, and don't accept anything less than that's where she is. Here's what she says to him. Because he's talked to her a couple of times now, we're going to let her start. She says, you want something that I can't give you right now. Yeah, he wants her pentacles. And I don't blame her. Don't give them to him. No. What does he say? Yes. Hey, you up? This one, he knows all the right words now. Too bad you didn't know him back in the day, though, or whenever the hell then was. Because he says, I strive to be a better person because of you. Yeah. Yeah. Of course you do. And look what she said. I strive to be a better person because of you. And his final response is, my mistakes are always front and center, where they haunt me daily. Yeah, and I get the feeling, Divine Masculine, they're going to keep on haunting your ass too. You want to know why? You got to awaken a little more. You got to want her for more than just the cush lifestyle that you think she's living right now. Yes, sir. Y'all know, okay, yeah. I was just gonna start thinking about pulling a charm, and Willibeth said, no, I have more to say. Of course you do. She's always gabbing in my, I say it in my ear, but she's not outside my head. She's inside my head. I just want to make that clear. The voices that I hear, they're not outside my head. They're inside my head. So, I'm not schizophrenic. I've already been tested, y'all. I am not schizophrenic. Yes. I have some family members who want to tell everyone that I'm schizophrenic. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with being schizophrenic. I'm just saying that, hey, if that were the case, there would be meds I could take. But there are no meds for me, because I'm not schizophrenic. Anyways, I digress. Willibeth wants to say, if you want to experience the light of love, you have to stand where it's shining. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. What you seek is already inside you. Be quiet and listen. What did I just say to you guys? What did I just tell you? Those voices are inside. They're not outside. They're inside. And look, you want to know how I know it's somebody and not me? Because, when you think thoughts, think a thought right now. Think a thought. Say, Sandy's crazy. Okay? That thought in your head sounded like you, right? Okay. These other voices in my head, they are very distinct voices, and they are not my voice. And before y'all take that one step further, none of them have ever told me to do anything negative. Okay? So, anyway, alright. I don't know why I keep wanting to talk to you guys about my own personal journey, but sorry. We're going to see if there will at least be some contact between these two in the next year. I feel like, maybe they could kind of... She could use some closure. He doesn't understand it, but he needs closure. He doesn't want closure. Oh, shit. Okay, guys. This is the first time that I have ever pulled this out. And I'm sorry to tell y'all, but there is no contact between these two in the next year. Oh, gosh. And I've been pulling these charms for such a long time. That's the first time that one has ever popped out. So, well, I guess that about covers it, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thanks for taking the time to view it, and be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell because we post a brand new reading every day. Wishing you love, peace, and happiness. Later, Gators.